everyone. This is actually my first time evaluating a speech, so hopefully this goes all right for me as well today. But so Marianne, today you were giving a speech to us to try to sell a product. And one of the 4 steps that you were trying to accomplish was to catch our attention. And I think, for one, you definitely did a good job with that. I really liked the intro of mentioning this movie and giving some explanation to it, especially because, for me at least, it kept me wondering, like, how is she going to tie this movie about a doctor into, like, selling this product? And I was, like, waiting for you to get to it. But I think it was really good to catch our attention and kind of get us interested and leave us kind of wondering, like, okay, where is this going to go? However, I do feel like that went a little bit long maybe, and like some of the description of the movie wasn't so relevant. And so I think just maybe next time using your intro to kind of tie that in a little bit stronger. Like, I feel like I'm still kind of, like, I get where you were going, like, oh, he ended up going back to nature of this small town, and that's what you want to do with the products, but maybe in the beginning kind of strengthen that connection a little bit more. But also, did you offer a unique selling position is one of the questions on the evaluation here. So yes, I think you did a really great job of offering us a unique selling position, in that for each of these products you gave us a whole laundry list of different things that you can do with them. You know, vinegar, if you're not super familiar, you might just like, oh, you cook with it or you clean with it or whatever, but you kind of gave so many extra things of, you know, the gardening or using it on your skin, and I think that was really good to kind of offer us some things that don't immediately come to mind. Also, you know, did you build value with the speech through positive word choice, personal enthusiasm? And yes, I will say you definitely did that. A lot of what you were saying, I could tell you were speaking from your own personal experience, or at least you gave that impression that these are things that you do have in your home and that you do use and that you can give personal value to them. So I thought that was really good. I like that you brought the actual products in. I think that was, of course, good. And the books, I think, added to it, just be like, look, it's not just me. Like, there really is all this information out here that you can find about these products, that they are beneficial. And I think it was really good, too, that you mentioned the health and wellness benefits. I think that's something really positive to mention. A lot of people are interested in that. I think your closing was pretty good. I like that you used the title Back to Nature again in your closing. You stumbled a little bit where you were like, oh, hey, and I forgot I wanted to add these things, but I think it was a good recovery, and I'm glad that you added those things in, because I think going back and mentioning, hey, here's the price points on these, and hey, here's all the places that you can get these from, I think that really helped to ultimately say that you did a good job of selling the product, and that I would say, yes, you did sell the product to us by, you know, giving that information of how appealing it is to all different arenas, and also saying, hey, you can get it for cheap and from all these different stores. I think also, just using the slogan itself of Back to Nature and focusing on that, you know, perspective of things was a really good idea, just because that's something that's so popular right now. People are learning so much more about wanting to know what's in their products, where they're coming from, and what are all those additives, like you mentioned. And so I think that's really a buzzword right now, is that natural stuff, the organic stuff. And so I think choosing that for your slogan and using that to sell your product was really, really smart. And ultimately, I would say that you did make a sale. And I'll turn it back over to Steph.